Hi, my name is Dr. Ilya, and I am a dentist in Valencia, California, Simi Valley, Agoura, and Santa Barbara. And today I'd like to talk to you about the different crowns available to you out there. There are basically 4 crowns that are available in dentistry. The number one crown, which has been done for a long time ago and was actually done a long time ago and is much less done today, is the full metal crown. And the main reason why we don't like it is it's cosmetically not pleasing, it's not as comfortable to the gums, and it's very difficult to adjust this crown. Now, the next crown, which is a much better crown and much more aesthetic crown, is the metal, and on top of the metal we put porcelain. Now, this crown already has a much more aesthetic appearance. It already looks white, and it looks more like a natural tooth. The problem that you get with metal crowns is when you're putting metal and porcelain on top of metal, sometimes you can see through the porcelain and the color match is not as good, and it doesn't fit quite as well because the metal itself is not as flexible or malleable as a more flexible or high noble metal. The problem also with porcelain fused to metal crowns, you know how you get the black line? People always come to me and they say, Dr. Zach, I always have this black line over here by my gum. Every time I smile, I show the black line. Well, that black line is from the metal. And so it's very difficult to get rid of that if you're using a non-noble metal. The next crown, which is better and more aesthetic, would be the porcelain fused to a high noble metal. And the reason why it's more aesthetic is because the high noble, or the yellow gold, has a more natural hue. It appears, it's much better fitting crown. It goes on the gum better. And even though it's high noble metal, it still remains affordable for people. And, you know, and I've told you before, and if you have a hard time affording something, we also have our in-house payment options available for you. We have an in-house insurance plan available that gives you discounts on these crowns. But speaking of the crown itself, it is a better, much better crown, and that is the kind of crown I would definitely do for myself. And also, by the way, one thing I wanted to kind of go back to, the non-noble metal crowns, the base metal crowns, they have an amalgamation of different metals, different kinds of metals that people sometimes get allergic to. You can get some gum inflammation. You get a lot less of this when you put a high noble metal crown in your mouth. But let's talk now about the Cadillac of all crowns, and that is what's called the lava crown, which is an all porcelain crown, and the base of it is made out of a material called zirconia. Zirconia is a very good material as far as rejection is concerned. The body likes this material. Hip replacements are made out of zirconia. When we place this in the mouth, the gums don't get as inflamed, or don't really get inflamed at all because it has it. And the number one reason also for most people is aesthetics. It's extremely beautiful crown. You don't get the kind of like this metal hue that you sometimes get from metal crowns. You eliminate the black line altogether. And what's wonderful for us dentists is it's extremely strong. It is basically as strong as a metal porcelain fused to metal crown. So if you have any questions about this, you're welcome to call us, you're welcome to go to our website, but those are the 4 different choices.